Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to another brand new video for this week. This is Sudarshan, your career coach. Now this week we have come up with a very different and interesting topic, I should say. So straight away let us get on to the topic for the week. We have taken a topic called careers in forensic sciences. That's the topic that we have taken. So we will see what forensic sciences is all about first, and then we will deep dive into the subject over the next 10 minutes or so. So what is forensic sciences? So we all know that crime happens across, right? Everywhere crime happens. Wherever you are in the part of this world, crime happens, and crime could be anything. It could be murder, it could be suicide, or it could be robbery. It could be anything, any form of crime, right? So the people who are actually involved not involved in the crime, but people who are involved or responsible rather to collect the evidence, conduct various tests or experiments, in that crime place and organize autopsy. They are forensic science experts, forensic science professionals. So people who will be there in the crime scene, taking various tests, etc. They are the forensic professionals. Now they use modern technology, modern tools and knowledge from various disciplines to analyze the crime scene. And then more importantly, they convert the evidence that they have collected into a valid legal document or valid legal evidence. So this is what forensic professionals do. And look at the importance of being a forensic science professional. You actually convert whatever you find into a valid legal evidence so that pass it on to the court. That's exactly what a forensic science professional does. So this is what they do. Right, moving on, we will now see what are the various professional opportunities that exists in forensic science space. Now many people think it's all about only investigation. It's actually not. There is much more to what you see. The first professional career opportunity that I can think of is definitely in the form of crime scene investigator, right? As the name itself suggests, crime scene investigator, someone who visits the crime scene, who goes to the place where the crime has happened, and that crime could be anything, and investigates in that place. So that's crime scene investigator. He or she, takes the evidence and work on the evidence. So that's the first professional that we can think of. The second professional opportunity that we can think of is forensic pathologist. Now, what do forensic pathologists do? They basically determine the cause of the death, or rather, the time of the death, when the person was died. And this could be both artificial as well as for, natural death. Determine the time of the death. If a person passes away in the midnight, it is forensic pathologists who identify at what time the person has actually passed away. Similarly, when there is a crime that has happened, it is forensic pathologists who actually, come up with the exact time, etc. Now, how do they do? They usually do the post-mortem. So the professionals who are involved in doing post-mortem are usually forensic pathologists. So that's the second profession. The third professional opportunity that I can think of is forensic toxicologist. So what is forensic toxicologist? It deals with identifying of the cause of death using any drugs or poison. For example, if a person is given more drugs or extra drugs, poisoned to death, etc., it is the forensic toxicologist who is responsible for coming up with the cause exactly. So that's a third professional opportunity that we can think of. The fourth professional opportunity that we can think of is in the form of an IT specialist, forensic IT specialist. Now, forensic doesn't mean only crime investigation or going to the site and doing with the post-mortem, etc. These days, a lot of cyber crime activities happen, right? So it is the IT folks who actually work on identifying how that digitally someone makes a crime, etc. For example, the ATM theft that we come across, password changes that we can come across, the encryption of password, hacking, etc. So these are done by forensic IT specialists. So even an IT professional can get into forensic as an industry. That's the fourth professional career opportunity that we can think of. The fifth professional career opportunity that we can think of is in the form of forensic serologist. So serology is nothing but dealing with blood. I don't know how many of you have seen it's called Dexter. The Dexter as a series talks a lot about how someone deals with blood samples. So, dealing with blood samples and finding out the cause or the reason is someone the forensic serologist does. That's the fifth career opportunity. The sixth career option that I can think of is the odontologist. So what is odontologist? I mean, any murder or crime that happens because of bite. Now, bite could be man bite could be animal bite. So this is the forensics odontologist who actually work with this kind of the causes for a murder or crime. So these are the professional career opportunities that we can think of when it comes to forensic sciences. Now, how do one pursue a formal education to become a forensic professional? So what are the academic qualifications that's required to become a forensic science professional? There are 2-3 options, I would say. The first option definitely is someone has to take physics, chemistry, science, the science group basically, preferably biology, but chemistry is also very important. So the science group is the essential when it comes to making a career in forensic sciences. So once you complete your 12th, there are a few options based on the professions that we saw a few minutes back. The first thing is, if you want to be a crime scene investigator or something like that, you can very well pursue BSc in forensic sciences. It's a 3-year program, so it's a full-time program, and then you can further study MA or MSc in forensic sciences. You can definitely study anthropology at your undergraduation level. You can study criminology, and maybe in post-graduation you can study masters in police administration, criminology, etc. So this is one way you become a forensic science professional. The second route perhaps that you can take is after your MBBS. So you are a doctor, you are an MBBS, you can specialize in forensic sciences at your master's level, which is the MD. So MD in forensic sciences is typically a 3-year program where you deal with all post-mortem related activities. The forensic pathologist that we saw deals more with the with this kind of program. And then these are some of the academic options that are available in forensic sciences. Now, where to study? So if you want to pursue MD, the 3 years program after your MBBS, any institute, leading institutes across the country will offer the specialization, be it AIMS or Maulana Azad or MMC. So you name the leading medical institutes, it will have a Mass MD in forensic sciences. That's the first thing. The second specialization, when it comes to forensic sciences, is there is an institute called IFS, Indian Forensic Science Department. It is based out of Pune. It offers numerous amount of self-learning programs, certification programs. For example, if you want to specialize as an IT professional inside forensic, you can do various certificates that are being offered, like ethical hacking or password hacker or something like that. There are numerous programs. If you go to their website, there is a whole lot of programs that you can pursue to become a forensic science professional. And obviously, you can study a full-time 3-year BSc from almost all the colleges in your respective cities. All the universities will offer, like Delhi, Madras, Bombay, Calcutta, and then some of the affiliated colleges to this public universities will offer a BSc in forensic sciences. In fact, they will have a criminology department attached to the university. So these are some of the places where you can study. Right? Moving on, which are the industries that will recruit a forensic science professional? The first industry that I can definitely think of is in the form of forensic labs. So forensic labs will recruit you, crime branches will recruit you, narcotics department will recruit you, police department will definitely recruit you, hospitals will recruit you for various autopsy purposes. If you're an MD, you have to work with hospitals, government and private hospitals. So these are some of the industries that where usually the forensic science professionals get recruited. Right? As always, the pros and cons of this industry. Pros: interesting, really interesting, exciting, challenging, all these jargons I can give. So, there is never a dull moment. Every new crime is a new case, right? So there is never a dull moment. Research-oriented subjects involves a lot of deep dive researching. You have to have that apt, for research and out-of-the-box thinking and things like that. It's utmost important to the society, definitely, because you are responsible for actually upholding the judicial system in the country. If lawyers and judges are the most important people in judicial system, forensic sciences are also very important, because it is through their evidence that even a lawyer or judge takes a decision on that crime. So it's that important in the society. experienced forensic professionals are really paid well. So these are some of the pros that I can think of. And when it comes to the flip side, yeah, you mostly deal in crime scenes. For example, MD in forensic sciences, I think most of the time you will deal with dead body in terms of post-mortem. So that's something which you have to seriously look into it. If you are comfortable, yes. If you aren't, I think you should not even get into this profession, because you quickly get fatigued, you quickly get some kind of stress half of the time dealing with crime scenes and dead bodies. This is the biggest flip side according to me, right? So, but however, having said this, if you have this passion for working in criminal zones, cracking cases, this is definitely a career that you have to watch out for. And in case you want to know whether you are fit enough or good enough to be a forensic science professional, do contact us. We will be in a position to help you by analyzing you and giving you right guidance and right fitment. So thank you so much once again for watching all the videos, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/rightcareers. And till next Monday with a very, very different video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. Thank you.